Going on, my beautiful community? Welcome to the 101 behind the scenes journey from the Apprentice's chair. This is the official segment spinoff of the Mentors Table, entailing the one-on-one daily journalistic view of entrepreneurship, and in my case, philanthropy and entertainment. I'm your host, Sister Spade, and the official mascot and founder of Amunet Communities. This is the kickoff of my 101 day challenge as an Amunet community ambassador, opening my own business and building the foundation of a lucrative independent career. So now there are a lot of individuals moving towards or already on their journey in the entrepreneurial realm, which is now in 2019 presented in a completely different pace and action as that from what we're used to seeing and what we're built on. Technology has allotted more and faster opportunities than ever seen before, and information is more accessible and achievable by the average day passer, which is great. Many middlemen companies that were once the main mediators of content and wealth are seeing the rise of proven validation and independent success by the individual capturing the hearts of their audience through public platforms and local resources, which is also awesome. So how can we each play a role within our society moving forward, and when is entrepreneurship the answer? Well, I'm here to help not only myself in answering these questions, but to discover it with you. This journey will be a reflection of the process that one can take, but the many lessons that we will all face during our own paths and journeys. So for me, playing a role in society hadn't crossed my mind until around high school. Of course, the question of what I wanted to be when I grew up was presented as early as probably kindergarten. But the understanding of why I needed to achieve any of what they posed on me was still in the gray. Money, for all I knew, came from my parents because they were grown-ups and I'm their kid. So yeah, here I am. What else is there to explain, right? I'm just living. But for many, and I'd like to say for most, the reality of independence is one that decides to kind of creep up on us with a surprise message that your time is up and you kind of need to have it all figured out, whatever that means. But in essence, it's true. You know, bills can now be issued in your name, taxes are due, and yes, there's a penalty now if you don't have health or car insurance. So if you don't know about that, then your first citation will allot you that experience. So in my mind, the way things are presented, failure is expected. Debts are bound to happen, mistakes are encouraged until someone sheds light on how it can be accomplished in a way that works for each. The catch is that what works for you may not work for me. Another is how you learn, process, and implement something is also different than how I might. So there's also one more anchor probably I would like to say in adversity is that you have to work with other people to accomplish what it is that you want to be successful. Not many of us like to do that, but many individuals during this process end up being mean to us, or, you know, they end up trying to figure out what it is that you're doing without you. So you can't do what it is other people are asking you to do. You kind of have to stick to your guns and know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. But in life, there's also others and a few people that will encourage you to grow and to assess your life and your circumstance. There are also those who will bless you with opportunities and finance to help you stay on your feet. There are also those who will understand you, which always feels great, and provide you a family to challenge and inspire you. In these times, I feel we are given the chance to understand our purpose and discover our gifts and strengths. How we fight our battle of life becomes our story and frustration. Passing from youth to adulthood gives you insight to the potential of living, providing, and expansion. Granted, you have the patience to acquire it. The phase between youth and adulthood provides answers to who you can be if you choose to do so. In my opinion. If we choose to see what we are naturally doing and drawn to, along with accepting the desires to find and cultivate love in our community, we can start to challenge ourselves and how we are purposed to impact humanity and society. All the long and confusing classes and experiences we go through catch up to building our character. along with providing the passions we wish to fulfill or answers we want to answer as time graces, or questions that we want to answer as time graces. Moving into 2020, I see a very strong and communicative culture as long as we make it an effort to learn how to impact and receive one another. So now entrepreneurship is a hard chore, but a distinctive spirit. Taking this path feels to me like getting a tattoo or undergoing surgery as both the surgeon and the patient. All responsibility is on you, all progress and all outcome is also on you, along with the energy and resilience that is needed to outlive the trial and error of proving your theory and your purpose sometimes. So why in heaven's name would anyone choose this path? It is insane. Well, if we look at it, it is a proven fact that all efforts started entrepreneurially and as an idea and then fashioned into a working unit. Let's think about it. Life evolved from no electricity, no cars or plumbing, and here we are in 2019 with easily over 10,000 flights taking turn within a 24-hour period in just one region. All these things were said to be impossible, and were deemed at a glance to be failures. Yet the crazy entrepreneur still went for it, had that meant losing it all. Today in 2019, we owe our efficient and independently driven country to our ancestors for taking the entrepreneurial sense of making something work from nothing. And when they were told it couldn't be done, they toned it out to continue to run. For 101 more days, I set out to continue my work as an entrepreneurial influence in my community. For each of these days, not only am I challenging myself at the hand of becoming a better leader and business personnel, but also extending that invite to all those watching in support to do the same by taking one step closer and understanding what to do of your own personal gifts, experiences, and talents. Join me each day in uncovering another entrepreneurial element, and don't forget to share, comment, or forward love to a young boss that you know. I'm your Sister Spade, and this has been the 101 Behind the Scenes Journey from the Apprentice's Chair. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing how much more we can grow into tomorrow. See you soon.